What's up everyone, Alessandro here and welcome to this Bitcoin price update. We're gonna have a look into Bitcoin, guys, because right now we got a huge rejection right here at the 200 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. We are coming back down and it looks like that we eventually could be forming here a nice double bottom formation that could of course take us towards new all-time highs for the most bullish case right now. But vice versa, I also have a very bearish chart to show you guys right now that makes me very concerned that we could eventually even drop down towards 100k first before we gear up for the next big move that takes us towards new all-time highs. So welcome everyone, make sure to be subscribed on this channel, guys. As always, we're gonna have a nice TA on Bitcoin right now, so be subscribed here. Our crypto community is growing every day, and of course check out all links in the video description, such as those exchanges that I'm using like KC Exchange, Bybit, Phemex, and so on. Sign up with my links, guys, because everywhere you get the maximum sign up bonus everywhere, especially if you just want to get some extra bonus to do some free trades. Basically, you can do that on several exchanges like KC Exchange, where you don't even need KYC. No fees to pay here whenever you're trading, and also no withdrawal fees at all if you sign up with my link to KC Exchange, and also on Bybit, Phemex, and so on. You get some other benefits if you use my sign up links. Also, if you're interested in new hyped upcoming cryptos, there is a complete list that you can check out of new cryptos that are upcoming, like Bitcoin Hyper, for example. That is, of course, right now one of the most anticipated new cryptos that everyone is watching out right now. I keep you always updated on Bitcoin Hyper as well, guys, because I believe that the launch will be happening very, very soon. They raised over 23 million already, so stay tuned for this new crypto project, this new layer 2 on top of Bitcoin, built with Solana, that will come out. The link to Bitcoin Hyper is, of course, here in the video description. And now, guys, let's dive here straight into the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because here, as you know by now, we got this rejection, and of course now we are retesting the lows here. So basically this consolidation that we had after this big crypto shutdown, basically we have a government shutdown and now also a crypto shutdown going on, and you can see that after we had this huge pump again, we consolidated here at around 110k, and exactly here Bitcoin is currently getting supported, also matching with our bottom line of the Keltner channels. So we are basically right at the support here. A 4-hour close below would lead again into a massive sell-off here, like we have seen with this crash. But if we can hold now above $110,000 with the 4-hour closes and maybe consolidate here, we're gonna have most likely a very bullish pattern forming that could of course take us again towards new all-time highs, hopefully, because Bitcoin needs to push towards new all-time highs as soon as possible, guys. Time-wise, we should be seeing now Bitcoin going to new all-time highs, and of course take up all the crypto market as well, because if we are just going sideways here in the bigger time frames, if we start to go sideways or even down, then of course it's very likely that in the next coming weeks we're most likely going to see a very boring sideways consolidation, or maybe even a more corrective phase, even sub $100,000. That doesn't mean that we're gonna end up here the bull run. We're still in a bull run as long as we are holding in the higher time frames important support levels that I'm gonna show you right now, guys. But of course it is important that if we want to see a very nice Christmas time, that we are pumping as soon as possible here straight towards $127,000 and have also weekly closes above it. On the daily time frame, I like very much this consolidation here above the 200 daily moving average. Also on the CME chart here, we are way above the 200 daily moving average at 103k. Here it's right at around 107k, slightly higher. And also here, as long as we have daily closes above this support trend line, the 200 daily moving average, in theory, we are still in a nice uptrend and we can easily continue here our bull run. Also, the indicators are cooling off now. That's a good sign, because the more we consolidate here, the more they cool off. And then once they're in oversold condition, you know what comes, guys. Boom. Next big pump to the upside. And then, of course, the chance to create new all-time highs and immediately see a continuation of our bull run without any further pullbacks. And now, guys, yeah, first of course, the weekly time frame. Here I want to show you that in theory we're still in an uptrend. We are still above the 50 weekly moving average, currently at $100,000. Every time that we had a massive crash, we bottomed out at the 50 weekly moving average. So yes, 100k is still possible. In my opinion, we could eventually come down to test it. Also because right now we could eventually see a weekly close below the median line of the Keltner channels. Then we're going to test most likely here the bottom at 94k, but the closes most likely going to remain above $100,000, because in the past also you have seen the closes always above the 50 weekly moving average, but sometimes we also dropped below the 50 weekly moving average. So basically, as long as we are above the 50 weekly moving average, the bull run continues, of course. And something, guys, that I want to show you here is the 2-week chart, because the 2-week chart, unfortunately, is not looking too great at the moment. and this is because of the indicators. You can see that every time we got a sell signal here, here, and now here, like 2 weeks ago, so right before the crash, up here at around 120k, you can see that every time that we had here a bearish cross, basically, also in the stochastic RSI as well, every time that in the 2-week chart we had a bearish cross until we came in oversold condition, we crashed down basically. And also this time here, you can see that we came even below the median line of the candle channels. Currently here we are at 103k. So that means that also based on this chart, it's likely that we could revisit here the 100k area just based on the 2-week chart, because every time that we had bearish crosses on my confirmation indicator and also the stochastic RSI, we had basically a big drop. Here on the sell signals on the Phoenix Force indicator, which is similar to the market cipher indicator, you can see that although we got several sell signals, they're not always very accurate, but every time that we get a confirmation indicator sell signal here and also bearish cross on the stochastic RSI, that signals basically that we are in here for a massive correction, and this can take us easily down towards 100k. But as long as we are above it, as long as the weekly closes remains above it, here we had just a little fake out. As you can see, we had a 2-week close below, and then boom, immediately another leg up. This was a fake out, so we continued the bull run. Here we never closed below the median line of the candle channel, so it's of course here likely that we come down to test here $105,000 to $100,000 before we have a big bounce, or of course the beginning of a bear market, because if we start to see 2-week closes below 100k, then of course most likely bear market ongoing, guys. So this is the bearish chart that I wanted to show you guys, because the 2-week chart is telling us that most likely we're going to see much more downside, and that's why currently I'm really hoping that here in the 4-hour time frame Bitcoin is able to remain here above 110k to create here a nice double bottom formation, and hopefully of course push here to the upside as soon as possible. Let's hope this is going to be the case, guys, because otherwise of course we could be seeing easily another 10% drop or even more than that. And as I told you, the bull run is still intact as long as we are above all important support levels. That's why also wherever Bitcoin is going, the altcoins will follow. There is no big need to cover here too many altcoins, guys. They all are getting decimated. As soon as Bitcoin is doing a little percentage down, immediately the altcoins are selling off because people are scared, people are fleeing. But of course, whenever uncertainty is the markets, that's always a good buy opportunity. Of course, everything no financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all no financial advice. I'm just sharing you my own opinions, my own experiences and analysis here in the crypto market with you. So always do your own research as well. But it is how it is. And also, if we have a look into the US dollar dominance, you can see that here we are recovering again, which is of course a very, very bad sign. And I told you, we have here some hopium left because we created bearish divergences here. But of course, if here the US dollar index is starting an uptrend, then the bear market is basically starting, guys. So this is something that we really have to keep an eye on, what's happening here with the US dollar dominance, because it should not go higher and higher because we are inverse correlated to it. And in the bigger schemes here, you can see that we are forming here a very big falling wedge. And at some point, this most likely will break out to the upside. And if it's happening right now, the bear market will start, guys. That's why I'm keeping, of course, you also updated about that. And also the Bitcoin dominance is rising, guys. We are about to get buy signals here everywhere. So that is a very bad news basically for the altcoins, because if here the Bitcoin dominance is starting again, a big uptrend, and basically the altcoin season is over here with this move, then that means that we're going to see the show again back in Bitcoin, and the altcoins will not perform too well in comparison to Bitcoin. Then why taking more risk by buying altcoins if you just can buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin will perform better? That's why. Because Bitcoin at the end is the real one, the real crypto there, the real decentralized crypto out there. Everything else is kind of stocks from crypto companies, basically, if you're buying their altcoins like Ethereum, Tron, and so on. But I know that I'm also having altcoins, of course, I'm also speculating with them, but the real crypto is Bitcoin, of course. Never forget about that. And I know that some people don't agree with that, but I'm more like a Bitcoin maxi. But I'm, of course, trading and owning also altcoins and meme coins, of course, just for fun and to trade, but not like for the real long term. Like if I would choose one coin to keep for the next 100 years, it would be only Bitcoin and nothing else. And that's why currently, of course, I'm focusing into Bitcoin, because wherever Bitcoin is going, the altcoins will be moving according to that. It doesn't matter how good the chart is looking like. And also keep in mind, guys, that's also one of the main reasons why I prefer currently. I'm a big fan of new launching cryptos, because they are always trading at their own at the beginning. They always are doing their own thing at the beginning. So the only thing that we can do is basically really just buy into those tokens. And then since they're not out on exchanges yet, they're not launched yet, we can just buy, accumulate, and then see what happens at launch, because very often some of them are pumping nicely at launch, and that's why I'm a big fan of those new cryptos that are launching. And currently Bitcoin Hyper is really one of the most anticipated ones that, in my opinion, is a no-brainer. And here I bought in, of course. And if you're also an early investor like me, you can of course also use credit card Solana to buy in. I'm using always my crypto wallet here, my MetaMask account, because this is basically my DeFi wallet that I'm using. And then you click here connect, and you can buy in basically with Ethereum, with other coins and so on. And you can also stake it until launch for 50% rewards, which I would do, of course. But remember that there is always a 7 days lockup period on your coins whenever you're staking your coins here on Bitcoin Hyper. Of course, guys, also here no financial advice. If this project is going to be a successful one, then I have showed it to you, I have presented to you, because everything that I'm buying and selling, I'm sharing with you. And of course, if you want to be following me, then the link is here in the video description. And yeah, we can basically just buy into those new coins, wait for the launch, and nothing else. So if you don't want headache, that may be something for you guys. So check them out, because currently, if you're trading with leverage or if you're trading altcoins and so on, it's a very, very stressful and hard time, guys. But of course, if you can do that, if you can handle that, then of course feel free to sign up to some exchanges like Bybit and so on, because there, as I told you, get the best sign up bonus. And also just a quick note on at the end, guys, the MACD bearish cross is still ongoing. So every time that this happened, you can see that we went in this downtrend. We are in the RSI right in the middle between resistance and support. So also here, it's a coin flip right now. But if it's not holding, we can easily come down to test 100K before we head higher. And also the RSI has still a lot of room left here to cool off on the weekly time frame, if we really would see something like that. Let me adjust that a little bit like this. And here the support, of course, as well. And yeah, as long as we are within this channel, basically we're gonna go down, because we still have those bearish divergences, lower highs in the RSI and higher highs in the price action. At some point, this will come back. This bearish divergence will play out. And then, of course, we're gonna see the bear market. But until then, we have, of course, the chance to move on and push towards new all-time highs. That's it for now, guys. I salute you. I hope that you survived this crypto shutdown right now, and that you are ready here to face the next moves here in the crypto space. I am ready, and as I told you, now we need time. Don't overcomplicate things. Just wait here for good signals here, if we're gonna see a big push to the upside or not. Let's see also what happens here at the market opens, because currently all indications are bearish. It looks like that we're gonna open up most likely a bit in red, but things can change very, very quickly, guys. You see how it works? It changes so quickly right now. Just a Trump tweet is enough to change the whole market right now. So that's why I'm taking currently this buy opportunity. I'm buying more into Bitcoin. The altcoins I'm not touching too much. I'm buying more into low market caps like Bitcoin Hyper that I'm not launched yet. I'm a big fan of those coins, and that's why I'm just buying, relaxing, staking, keep accumulating more. I mean, also here, for example, Pepe Note here, I just buy and I'm staking the coins. I can accumulate much, much more. And then hopefully at launch, it's going to pump, hopefully. If not, then I'm just going to keep them staking here and just wait until better times. But otherwise here also 700% API. You see, I accumulated 260,000 coins, 160 I bought. Very easy and simple. Just buy, stake, and wait for the launch. That's it. Also very nice, this Pepe Note guy. So this one is also here linked if you want to check it out, guys. And of course, a new Dogecoin is also upcoming. So check them out, guys. I salute you for now. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Hopefully, we're going to have some great time and great Christmas time in front of us, guys. And yeah, before that, we also have Thanksgiving, the Halloween effect, and so on. So yeah, volatile moves ahead, guys. So be subscribed. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. And we're going to see us all in the next one. Bye for now.